Then what we needed to do is Harare must be a metropolitan province together with Bulawayo, run by a chairperson or a mayor thereabout. And for you to, it is very important for that to happen so that you can manage the process. Chitungwiza, Epworth, Rua, Norton, and Harare South have merged into one metropolis, and they need to have one government structure, just like what you have for the London metropolis and the Greater Manchester United metropolis or the Joburg metropolis. You cannot govern Harare without knowing what is happening in Chitungwiza. There must be a common parliament where we will be sitting and making joint decisions, joint plans. Where do we put our litter? Where do we get our water? How do we do our roads? Where do we get the resources? We should be pulling together the resources, because these people live, some work in Harare but sleep in Chitungwiza. So it's this metropolis in terms of the constitution and devolution. They were supposed to have been one and governing their own spheres, having a common secretary for health, a common secretary for education, and so forth. And other thematic areas where devolution has not been given full effect is the health thematic areas, education thematic areas. We as councils run huge primary schools, but we don't have authority over the teachers sometimes, and even over what happens at those schools. Yet we educate over 300,000 students. So one, the Enabling Act has not been put in place to do that. The Enabling Act to manage devolution as in the Constitution, it is not there. Resources, there are still too many hands that determine what the resources do, and so forth. So we have that problem. And we try to do budget consultations and so forth. But what we get at the end of the day is what the ministry has approved, and what not necessarily what the residents have said. Sometimes when you have a good minister, what the residents want and what he approves can coincide. But if we don't have a good minister, then there is a dissonance in terms of what you want. But the problem of councils in terms of the budgetary issue, which will need to be addressed. The councils were killed the day energy was dealing from the Red Spill. Remember, Zesa used to come nema Red Spill. Pane vakati kure ndikuona zvimafesi zvidiki, pane madhara akati imwe mudhara mudhara vari kuziva zvandotaura. Kudhara waiziva imba isiri kubhadharwa maredzi nekudzimwa kwemagetsi. Saka pavakazvibvisa muna 1983-84 ndo pavakauraya revenue collection yemakanso. Saka tiri kufanirwa kudzosera kuti maredzi anofanirwa kubhadharwa same time nemagetsi. Ndo kuti tiite mari inokwanisa kugadzira marodzi nezvinhu zviri kudiwa, nokuti collection yedu inobva yaenda 90%. Ndava hapana munhu anoda kugara murima, ndizvo munhu wese anoda kugara. Zvimwe zvese munhu anogona kuti akanzi anyimwa mvura anochera, akanzi mabhini haasi kutorwa anotora. Ende vanhu vedu kuitira zvimwe zviya zvika pese pese havanyari, nokuti vamwe vacho vanenge vakakura kumusha kwavaitira sere kwezvichi